So, in your educated opinion, would you say that a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco?
What's a taco?
Guys, I need your help.
Do you know what a taco is?
Whoa, just what's going on?
Today's the 1 year anniversary with my girlfriend and I forgot to get her a gift.
You still dating her?
She's leaving you.
I know, that's why I'm asking you guys for help.
Alright, just let me see what I have here. She wouldn't want that. Maybe. No.
Oh, well,
Maybe.
I have that electric kettle I got last year. Do you want to use that instead?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I think she'll like it.
This piece of junk? What is this white looking stuff in the kettle?
Well, that's just lime scale. We can remove it if we have any Coke lying around.
Coca-Cola? How's that going to help with lime scale?
Well, if we had some acid, we could remove the lime scale. But I think Coke contains phosphoric acid, which is a weak acid. But I think I saw some toilet cleaner in the microwave.
I'm so screwed.
Yeah, it's right here. Here.
How is this gonna help clean this off? Are you out of your mind?
No, look, see? It contains hydrochloric acid. It'll help to remove the lime scale.
I thought acids were corrosive and dangerous.
Well, they can be, but some of them are relatively harmless. First off, you need to know how acids are defined. And thankfully, we already have the Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry definitions for an acid.
What does this have to do with cleaning a tea kettle?
I'm getting there. And so Arrhenius stated that an acid is a substance that will produce a proton when dissolved in water. And so with water molecules, H2O, a small amount of them will dissociate into H plus and OH minus ions. The H plus ions will then complex with the other water molecules to form a hydromium ion. Bronsted-Lowry then gave a more general definition of an acid, stating that an acid is any substance that donates a proton, even outside of the presence of water.
So, toilet bowl cleaner is acidic and can be used to remove lime scale?
Exactly. The toilet bowl cleaner contains HCl, which is an acid known as hydrochloric acid.
I just Googled it, and it says that hydrochloric acid is a strong acid?
A strong acid is an acid that will completely dissociate in water. The strength of the acid depends on how easily it gives up protons. The acidity, or pH, is then dependent on the concentration of protons in solution, where a lower pH means something is more acidic, and a higher pH means something is less acidic, which is also known as something being more basic. We can calculate the acidity using this equation. A strong acid fully dissociates, and the H plus concentration is the same as the initial concentration of acid in solution.
When are you gonna get to the point?
Right now, what we have been calling limescale is actually called calcium carbonate. The hydrochloric acid will react with calcium carbonate to form calcium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide. And calcium chloride is a soluble salt, so it can just be rinsed out with water, leaving behind a clean tea kettle you can give to your girlfriend. Make sense? Great. Now, how long until your anniversary date?
3 hours, 21 minutes, and 10 seconds. I'm so anxious, I think I'm gonna be sick. My stomach hurts so bad.
Don't worry, I've got just a thing.
How will a Coke help? I thought we didn't even have any Coke.
Well, it won't. But this should.
I feel better already. How is this even possible? Great question.
The active ingredient in Tums is calcium carbonate, which is what we just washed out of the tea kettle.
Ugh, disgusting. You're telling me that I just ate a bunch of tea kettle dirt?
No. Calcium carbonate is also a large component in chalk, limestone, eggshells, even pearls. But anyways, one reason for an upset stomach may be too much gastric acid, which has a pH of 1.5 and is used by the body for digestion. Now, gastric acid is naturally produced by the body, and its acidity results mostly from HCl, hydrochloric acid. Upon contact with HCl, calcium carbonate, CaCO3, will work to neutralize the acid and provide relief from any discomfort caused by excess HCl. This is an example of an acid-base reaction. And this is the exact same reaction as when we use the toilet bowl cleaner to remove the limestone, except in this case we are adding the calcium carbonate to hydrochloric acid.
Well, thank God that worked. I don't know if I could handle a date with a stomachache like that. And now I've got this great clean kettle to give to my girlfriend. Thanks, guys. You really saved me.
Dude, that gift sucks.
I know, but just don't tell him.
I mean, what kind of guy forgets his 1-year anniversary anyways?
My car's battery is dead. I can't even drive to see my girlfriend. This is a nightmare.
Get a hold of yourself, man! Stop acting like a fool!
I've got it! I know what to do. I have the solution. We can get through this with the power of chemistry.
Just stop your stupid exclamation and let's get out there and figure this out, alright? Let's take a look at this thing. Whoa, that is a lot of junk on the battery. Gotta make sure we clean that off first.
But what can we do to clean the battery? I don't have any chemicals for cleaning batteries.
I don't know.
Well, normal rust occurs when iron comes into contact with oxygen to form iron oxide, but this looks more like copper sulfate, which would make sense because the sulfuric acid in the battery would react with the clamps, which are made of copper. Luckily, this can be cleaned off with baking soda. Can you go see if we have some? Great! Baking soda is just sodium bicarbonate, which will react with the copper sulfate on the battery terminal to form copper carbonate, which can just be wiped off after the reaction is complete.
So this is like the two reactions that we saw involving the lime scale and Tums, right?
Exactly.
Hey, so why do all of these reactions end up creating water as a product? I noticed that in every single reaction.
Well, all of these reactions create carbonic acid, H2CO3, which is unstable, and so it will dissociate into carbon dioxide and water.
Carbonic acid? Is that also a strong acid?
Now, carbonic acid is not a strong acid. It is a weak acid. And a weak acid is just an acid that does not fully dissociate when mixed with water. Now, earlier we mentioned the concept of pH to classify how acidic something is, and there is a similar way to classify the strength of an acid, which is known as the pKa. Now, let's say we have an acid, HA, and we dissolve it in water. The extent to which it dissociates into H plus and A minus ions can be quantified by its reaction constant K, which in the case of an acid is called Ka. Now, Ka can be written as a product of the concentrations of H plus, A minus, and HA in solution. And to calculate the pKa, we simply take the negative log of the Ka, similar to how we calculated pH earlier. So the smaller the pKa, the stronger the acid is.
That's great, but let's hurry up and see if this battery cleaner will actually make the battery work.
See? Go try to start your car now.
Wow, this is great. I'm just gonna break up with my girlfriend and keep studying science. Chemistry rules!